Okay. Before we get to this video, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. And I feel like you already know what I'm going to say. Yes, I need you to hit that like button and subscribe. A lot of y'all watch, but y'all don't be subscribing. And I need you to help me out with this. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What is up, y'all? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if I am good. It's Ashley with It's Just Different Pie, and we are back. Yes, we are back with some more. I can't say commitments because technically at this point they've signed, but I still be saying commitments. Same thing. Commitments, signees. Y'all know what it is. Same thing. But we got 3 today, and they are from Houston. I said, let me do a little Houston takeover today. So we got 3 athletes, all from Houston. Kyndall Rae, who is going to Lamar. Alayna Yates, who is going to Tarleton State. And Madi Carlton, who is going to Houston. 3 athletes from Houston. As I said, Kyndall, who will be going to Lamar. Alayna, who will be going to Tarleton State. And Madi, who will be going to Houston. And y'all, I'm actually like, I always be excited for them. I love doing these. This is probably my favorite thing I like doing every week. But I got a family member that's on the series. My cousin doing big things. We're going to get into her story, but it just makes me proud that like we got somebody else still in the game, still hooping. If y'all did not know or new here, I played basketball, played college basketball. My brother played college basketball. We got some some athletes in general in the family, but my cousin is going to play at the Division I level, even coming back from an injury, y'all. And like I said, we're going to get into it, but I'm just super excited about this one, just to hear her story, just to celebrate her and celebrate the rest of these athletes as well. As I said, as y'all are coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this to 5 likes. Let's get this to 5 likes. We got Kyndall going to Lamar. We have Alayna going to Tarleton State. We have Madison going to Houston. And we liking, we sharing, and if you want to be real generous, you can drop a super chat. It don't matter what it is, $1.99, $2.99. I get excited for them all, and we are about to get to it. Bringing Kyndall first.
Type of guy that want for eye for real. You oh so selfish. I'm the type of guy ready to...
What is up? How y'all feeling?
Good.
I'm great.
First of all, was that just me, or was it 2 songs playing? I feel like I heard 2 songs playing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, it was definitely 2 songs playing. But Kyndall, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, y'all. I am Kyndall, also known as K-Ray. I am a shifty guard, the best guard coming out of Texas. Yeah.
Pretty simple. Listen,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
I was literally talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, who was I talking to? Oh, it was an evaluator. He was just talking about athletes in Houston, and he asked about you. He was talking about you, and I said, listen. She is the most confident person I've been around. I love that about you. And I say that a lot because I talk about confidence. I feel like if you don't got confidence, you ain't got a lot. Like at the end of the day. So like even for you just to come on here and say, I am the best guard out of Houston and believe that and gonna show that. Like I love facts. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. Lamar. You're going to Lamar. What made you choose Lamar?
I chose Lamar because it felt like a family. When I tore my ACL, they stuck with me the whole way through the whole process, checking in up on me, and I feel like that is really big. It is basketball, it's a business, but it's also about family. You want to be happy where you are, and I felt like going to Lamar, I felt like I was at home, like at my house, like it was a sisterhood, and I'm really big on that, especially when it comes to being somewhere I'm gonna seeing myself being for a long period of time. I want to pick somewhere where I felt like it's home, and I feel like Lamar is home.
Yeah, I love that. Dad, at the end of the day, parents got some say so in this too. The athlete is the one that's gonna be there. They gotta play for the coach. They gotta, be in the dorms, all of that. But y'all got some say so too. What made Lamar? What made you feel comfortable and confident enough to say, "I'm sending my baby to Lamar"?
Man, I'm really duplicating her sentiments, right? Family, that's extremely important to us. One of the things that we really wanted to get across to these coaches is not just being able to teach our daughter basketball, right? Because we feel like that's a skill set that she already is equipped with. We feel like that's something that God blessed her with internally. But what we wanted to also make sure is that these coaches had my daughter's best interest at heart, right? We wanted to make sure that they had a family dynamic. We also wanted to make sure that they highlighted the importance of teaching these girls not just to be a great basketball player, but be a good human being and highlight the aspect of growth beyond basketball. Because a lot of these girls go on outside of basketball once it's over and they have an entire life out ahead of them. And we want to make sure that they're equipped with the proper tools needed to elevate beyond basketball whenever they decide to stop playing basketball. And so for us, we wanted to make sure that those coaches had that full understanding about family and those things,
Yeah,
the
that's
same way we
good.
did.
That's good. What questions? Because it sounds like you did a lot of research, and had to make sure that what questions did you ask these coaches, at Lamar to make sure that everything was aligned
Is it on me or
to
K
you?
Ray?
Yep, to you. My bad. Yep.
Oh, well, first of all, for me, I'm a person that watches. So the first aspect of it was how they carried themselves as human beings, right? Because being inside of this circuit, you've been in this a long time. You can tell the difference from someone that just wants someone a part of their team because they're great, and you
Yeah.
can tell when someone wants somebody a part of their team because they want to also add value to the kid, right? I always say it's great to have a container, but it's even more powerful when you have a container with a spout on the end. Because that means that not only are you wanting to receive, but you're also willing to pour out the skill set, the tools, and the experience that you have as a coach and ultimately as a human being. So, one, we were watching the way that they carried themselves. We were watching the loyalty aspect, as Kay Ray stated earlier today, with her tearing her ACL. Loyalty was extremely important to us because there was colleges that came around and disappeared, right? And there's colleges like Lamar who ensured and made sure that we understood that K Ray was on the top of their draft board. And that
Yeah.
was extremely important to us. And then now, when you place it all together and wrap it up in a bow, going to the actual location and feeling the energy of family. Because it's one thing to be on these calls, it's one thing to be on Zoom, right? But it's another thing that when you're in person, energy can't lie, no matter how
Yeah.
you feel about something. And it just felt like home, it felt safe, and it just ultimately felt like a place with the coaches intact and the team as well. A place that I felt safe pulling up and dropping my daughter off, understanding that when we leave, she was going to be in great hands.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And you just said something. So going to UK, Ray, I remember. So I tore my ACL too. I same as you. You tore it your junior year, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
tore my ACL my junior year in high school. Like, and I feel like that's the most important year. Like your junior year is the most important year. So I tore my ACL. Before I tore my ACL, I mean, I had my goal was to play in the Big 12, and I had all the schools on me except for Texas actually, but I had them all on me. I tore my ACL, and they all went away, and I'm like, dang, like I thought at this point I'm pissed because I'm thinking like, oh, I thought they really rock with me, and they all went away. So for you, like, talk about like one, how that made you feel. What was that process like to see and to know like, okay, these I done tore my ACL. Some of these schools they done backed up, they done went away, and I got to do something. I gotta keep pushing. Talk about that.
Yeah, when I first tore my ACL, of course, it was devastating. I didn't think that I would get through it, honestly, from the beginning. Like you said, junior year was the most important year. So I'm like, dang, I don't know if I'm going to recover. That's just a human mindset, first coming into the ACL, first tearing it.
Yep.
Then when I started to really I started to understand that God did not put me on this earth to not do what I love to do, honestly. So once I knew that, my dad, my parents, I have a big circle around me. They constantly got on me with my mental health, and I just stayed down. Like, you really just got to give it to God. And yeah, like I
No,
knew,
that's dope.
yeah, like you really had to, honestly. And it sounds like give it to God, but no, I had to. It was long nights where I'm like, seeing people in, positions and opportunities that I knew I was going to have, that I thought was for me, but it wasn't. So I just stayed down. I worked on my mental health, and I always knew I was that girl no matter what. I put the work in. So I just knew, like, whether they stay with me or they leave, I just knew God had something bigger for me. Because the opportunities that I think that was for me, it may have not been for me. So I just always knew I am her no matter what I go through.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Y'all talking on here. Y'all are talking like, and it's real. I want to kind of stay on the ACL because it's common, right? It's common in the game. A lot of people tear their ACL, like, and this is kind of for both of y'all. Like, what was that actual journey like to get you from torn ACL, not able to play, to come back to Kyndall Rae, back on the court, killing it? What was that journey like for y'all?
I guess I'll go first. I knew from the beginning that, my dad, he's into like the motivational speaking and also like strengthening your body. So I kind of knew, like, from the beginning, I was like, I know my dog got me. So I think it was just one of the number one things was just building my muscle back. I think that was the number one thing that I give advice to anybody. Build your muscle back. You know what I'm saying? The doctors may tell you, hey, you can't do this. You know your body. Like, hey, I can't do this. The doctors can tell you, oh, you know your body, you know how you feel. The number one thing is to build your muscle back. That is like the number one thing for your quads. That's the number one thing you need. Build your knee back, build your muscle back. And yeah, that's the number one thing that I did. We stayed in the gym, far as like the weight room. Weights helped a lot. And yeah.
Dad, what did that look like for you to help Kyndall get back?
Well, for one, it was equally devastating to me. Possibly not more than her because obviously she's the person that's going through the actual experience. But it was devastating for me because, and I'm sure her mom and her stepfather also, because Kendall's basketball career is a part of our lives, right? This is something that we're accustomed to doing every week, twice a week, and these double practices and all of these beautiful things that creates the actual athlete. These are things that we frequent too, and we were alongside of her at these practices. So of course it was devastating from that aspect. But from the aspect of her bouncing back, I had no doubts about that, right? One, because I was certain that we instilled a certain character inside of her that despite what may have happened on the external, we knew that the internal gifts that she possesses, the knowledge, the mental strength that she holds, we knew that that would eventually turn over. Kind of like what they, when electricity go off, they have like the generator. We knew
Yeah.
that once that electricity went off, the generator was going to kick in. And everything that she was taught and all of the skills that she possessed were going to automatically take charge. So, one of the most powerful things that I want to highlight on this call is we have a great dynamic, right? Kendall's mom is remarried, and we're all like family, right? And so I highlight that because a lot of people in our communities have separate families, right?
Yeah.
And I want to highlight the importance of trust amongst each other and having a solid relationship around each other. Because I believe if your foundation is weak, meaning the people that kind of lead the charge, then ultimately the house is going to sink. Right. And so because our foundation was strong before, because we had open communication and because we band together and prayed and locked in on the actual goal, which was to rehab her with the best of our abilities, not relying on anyone else to do it, but taking charge. That was an extremely powerful thing, and it built confidence in her. And what built confidence in me is one day her mom said, "Yo, I don't trust anybody but you to rehab her back." And to me, that was like a badge of honor for me because it was like, okay, boom. It's time to get into everything that I learned over the last 20 years in regards to health and fitness. It was
Yeah.
now time for me to use it on someone that I genuinely cared about. And so we just got in the gym. We focused on goals. We set intentions, right? And we set benchmarks. That's another thing that I want to highlight. Make sure that when you're going through these type of experiences that you set benchmarks, because if you're looking at the final destination, you may become fatigued and you may lose your mindset because things ain't necessarily happening in the way that which you think that they should happen. And so we
Right.
set benchmarks of what things should look like. And as we hit those benchmarks, we took pictures, we recorded video, we went over those things, and we just tracked our process and our progress to ensure all of these things came locked in. And I'm excited to announce that Kyndall is not only back, but she's stronger. That's mentally, physically, and spiritually. She's wiser, and just overall, she's prepared for her senior year and whatever it is that Lamar has for her.
Yeah, that's real good. That's real good. Kendall, what would you say was the toughest part of your recruiting journey?
Um, the toughest part of my recruiting journey, I would probably say just not knowing like people leaving, coaches calling me some days, oh you have an offer, then tear my ACL, just seeing like the ups and downs in the process. I feel like that was the toughest part, especially me not being able to play. Like if I was playing, I could understand they don't want me. I'll go to the next one. But
Yeah.
I'm not playing, so I can't necessarily. I'm only as good as my last game. So my last game wasn't sophomore AAU, so they couldn't see me, and they got to
Right.
move on. Like the toughest part was just understanding that, you know, ups and downs in the process. Some days they may want you, some days they not, but just staying down and just believing in myself, I feel like that's what got me through that.
Yeah. You mentioned AAU. Dad, I'm going to you. Obviously, and I don't want to say it to where it's like high school don't matter, because high school absolutely matters. But at the end of the day, you mainly get recruited from AAU.
Right.
Talk about the importance of, well, I mean, not even say talk about it. What questions should parents be asking when they are trying to find an AAU program?
Multiple things, right? Because one thing that I'm certain that when you start to talk about organized basketball, when it comes to teams, they don't really teach your kid the skill set, right? They teach them how to come together as a team. And so, I would say make sure that if you're looking to play to the next level, that you're spending time aside from the teams to work on those individual skill sets that you want to master. That way, when you come together with the team, you're prepared to learn now what the coach has to offer as far as the organizational aspect. Now, as far as AAU in particular, one thing that I would highly suggest is that you research the team that you're looking to play for, right? Because a lot of times people go for the local team, the cheapest team,
Yeah.
right? That they can go to, and those things are great. And God bless those people. If you can't necessarily, we know how money is for all of us, right?
Yeah.
And so we know sometimes money is sometimes the case. But what I would say is, when you do choose a team, before you actually make the decision, look at their schedule and the type of teams that they play,
Yep.
right? Because it's one thing to have reps, but it's another thing to have reps in a gym where there's people that can assist you and elevate what it is that you're looking to obtain. And for most people, it's looking to get a scholarship, right? And if you're playing teams that you're just beating up on, right, there's nothing actually being taught beyond the aspect of actual competition. And if there's no one inside of the gym that can
Yep.
give you an opportunity, then it's pointless, honestly, to just play on some of these teams just to play on them because again, these teams cost, traveling costs, right? All of these things cost. So you want to make sure that you're getting a return on your investment, and the return is a your kid getting better, b your kid understanding the team chemistry, and c you having a team that allows the opportunity for coaches that you would desire being in front of could be in those rooms when you get there. Oh, and another one, an AAU coach that understands the dynamic beyond the court. They understand how to play, right? They understand how to teach you how to play, but a lot of them don't have relationships sometimes. A lot of them don't join the right tournaments, and a lot of them don't know the access to communicating with coaches outside of that, if that makes sense.
Yep. Nah, that's real good. That's real good. K Ray, we talked about Lamar. Can y'all hear me? Am I good? It looked like I'm kind of like lagging. Am I good? I'm good. Okay. We talked about, obviously Lamar, and I believe you got an offer from camp, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Got the offer from camp. I'm big on talking about camps and going to the right camps. Like, I don't think that, you should be out here at a certain age. Once we get high school and sometimes even 8th grade, like, you need to be going to the right camps that you can actually get offers from. I talk to a lot of parents a lot, and they like, oh, we went to this camp, and nothing happened. And it's because you went to Texas, South Carolina, and LSU thinking that you finna get an offer, and it just don't work that way. But you was blessed to go to Lamar, kill it, and get an offer from them at camp. Just talk about that experience.
Yeah, so this was freshman year. My AAU coach told us to stop, me and another AAU teammate signed up for the camp. We signed up for it. At the time, I didn't really understand. As a freshman, I wasn't worried about offers. I was just playing. Like
Yeah.
I just like basketball. I didn't understand the dynamics just yet. So my AAU coach, told us to go. Me and another teammate went, and we was trying to hurry up and leave the camp because we had games later on that day. So we like, man, I ain't trying to be at this college camp. I ain't even trying to. I don't want to do this. So we started playing 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, and that's right up my alley because ain't nobody could guard me. I'm killing. I'm diving on the floor, doing little things, and the coach. I won MVP at the camp, and then Coach Aqua told me at the end of the camp, stay after, and she gave me an offer right on spot. So I just feel like, yeah, going to the right camps, like you said, LSU. Let's be real. Come
Yeah.
on, we got to be honest here, but go to the right camps, get your name out there, and as you elevate and grow, the LSUs will come. As you build, as you grow up, but you got to start at the base level first.
Yeah. And I think at the end of the day is knowing fit, knowing, okay, like I said, like, I'm gonna go to this camp, and I'm gonna actually show out. I'm gonna actually do something. I'm gonna actually talk. You just said you was diving on the floor. One-on-ones was your thing, so it was time to show out. Like, a lot of people go to camps and they kind of to the side, or they like watching. It's like,
That's
oh,
your
it's facts.
you got to hoop. Hoopers hoop.
That's a fact. Dad, same thing. Like, just talk about the camp experience. Like, I don't think that enough parents really understand that you can get opportunities from camps if you go to the right camps.
Well, kind of piggybacking off what K Ray said, because you can have a skill, right? But if you don't know how to use that skill, it becomes none and void, right? Because what camps are, they're there to highlight you, and they're there to show to see if you know how to compete.
Yeah.
Right. And what I'm seeing from a lot of, especially when we start to talk about young ladies, a lot of times emotionally, when it's time to compete, they start to put up a wall and create a level of resistance. Right. And so one thing that we always instilled in K Ray is when the lights on, it's a movie. You show
Yeah, you
up,
got
Performance
right?
time.
You
yeah.
kind of perform, right? No excuses, right? That's another thing that we instill. No excuses, right? Because no matter how you feel once you enter those doors, before you get in those doors, you need to change that feeling before you enter those doors, right? And you need to come out and do what God created you to do, and that's just the hoop. So one of the things that we like to highlight is researching the camps,
Right.
right? And seeing what's the intention of this camp. Because a lot of times, some of these camps is kind of just they want a lot of people at their camp, right? Just to say people showed up. Is really no intention behind it. So finding out the intention, finding out the background of the school and the camp, and asking questions. That's one of the things I don't think we highlight enough is these parents asking questions because a lot of times parents kind of just follow along with what their kids say and their kid don't necessarily know everything nor do they know how to do the research in the background,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so just being that person to do the research, find out what's going on in the background, never being afraid to ask questions, right? Because those things allow you that going inside of it, you go with a certain intention and then you see if that intention was met. And so for Lamar, it was an amazing experience. I was there. I recorded everything. I'm excited in the
Yeah.
stands, right? Because I'm already knowing she about to get her stuff off, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to be there to have my popcorn and be a witness of it. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say to the parents: showing up, right? Because another thing, yes, showing up. Because a lot of times we tend to
Just drop
drop
them
our kid
off.
off and not thinking it's a big deal, right? But it's always great to have a familiar face when they
Yep.
look into the audience and know my safety space is here in case anything's go awry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. K Ray, what advice would you give to other athletes going through their recruiting journey?
Work on your mental health. I feel like it's not, said enough, but it is 90% mental health. I feel like because mental health, when you face adversity, that is the number one thing. A lot of people, I'm good, but then when adversity hits, I put a wall up and I shut down. No, I feel like working on your mental health, doing the little things that kids don't want to do. Like, I feel like I have the Kobe mentality. If I know somebody ain't working on Thanksgiving, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. on Thanksgiving working out. Just doing the little things, that people don't do. Work on your mental health and do the little things. Whether that's rebounding. I'm a point guard, but I'm gonna have 10 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't never happened, but I'm gonna do it. Just stuff like that, diving on the ground. It's like the little things, I promise. It helps a lot.
I love it. I love it. Dad, what advice would you give to other parents as they are helping their athlete navigate this journey?
Working on your mental health,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
Because again, you're not actually on the court, but you're on the court, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's important for you, to be strong enough to support your child, right? Because this is their dream and their goal. So you have to be able to show up just as and look at it as just as important as they look at it in regards to the sport. In regards, because I hear parents a lot of times don't want to drop their kid off. They ain't try to go and sit in the practice. Like I go sit in the practices sometime if K Ray need me there, right? I go and talk to whoever I need to talk to. I'm asking the questions. So just showing up in whatever capacity that looks like to you that makes your daughter or your child feel valued and feel that you appreciate and value the basketball career just as much as they do. And you'll be surprised what that does to their mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. K Ray, senior season. What are your goals for your high school season?
My goals for my high school season, just take it game by game. And I feel like enjoy it. Like I didn't have this. I don't know if anybody know, but I only had one season. Like I didn't even really get to play my freshman year because I was on UIL hold. So I just feel like honestly just finally enjoying basketball again. I set out, I had to play, sit out. I get to play for a little bit, then I gotta sit out. Just honestly just having fun. That's the number one thing. I feel like whatever the states that people want to say, the big accolades that everybody wants to get, whatever that is, scoring 30. I just feel like right now, when I'm at my best and I'm having fun, all of that's going to come.
Man, man, I love it. First of all, the chat been blowing up for you. I'm just saying. My girl said I'm a Kyndall Rae fan now. The chat has been going crazy. What up, Daddy? He said, don't forget to get us a schedule for Mesquite
Yes.
tournament.
Yes.
I'm gonna put y'all stuff in the on the screen in just a minute. You got a lot of congrats in the chat. What are you
Thank you.
most excited to bring to Lamar?
Just my leadership, my motor. I'm a dog. So whether that's in practice, I'm a dog. Every day, every minute, every time I step in that court, I give my all. So just, leadership and just being a dog, being a motor on the team.
Easy, easy. We got 4 things before you get off. 3 words. How would you describe your game? 3 different words.
Confident, a dog, and shifty.
Ooh. Okay, finish the sentence. Lamar fans can expect me to.
Perform.
If you could send one message to your younger self, what would you say to yourself?
Give it to God. Stay
Easy.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Last thing, what makes you different?
Like I said, I'm a dog. I'm her. I'm confident every time I walk in a room, every time I walk in a basketball, anything. I got my chin held high no matter whatever I go through. The proof is in the pudding.
Man, y'all don't understand. I have loved this one right here. This has been really, really good. Again, first, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Kyndall. Mom, Dad. I don't know if Mom's listening. Shout out to y'all. As I said, you do not find a lot of athletes. And I literally just had a podcast episode that came out yesterday talking about mental health, talking about all of that, like talking about the confidence. You don't find many athletes that are just confident. And she is confident. Like, that's all out of her. I'm a dog. I'm her. Like, I'm the best. Like that. And I'm not gonna graze over y'all that this is a Roberts. This is what you expect for the Roberts family. I'm just saying. Now, shout out to y'all. Go ahead, Terry.
Also, Ashley, we just want to say how proud we are of you too, and everything that you're doing to advance the women's sport. Right.
Thank you.
When it comes to starting out on the basketball court with yourself, not understanding or knowing what God had in store for you today in this time and season. We also want to celebrate you for now giving back, on the court as a coach, helping young women perfect their skill set, and now on the recruiting aspect, and helping young women get their name out there and be able to connect with the masses, and have some screen time, because this is a way for them to kind of get out of their shell. So we just want to celebrate you for that. I want to shout out Josie, K-Ray's mom, Courtney, K-Ray's stepdad, and just overall the family and everybody who supported us and loved on us and loved on her. And I just want to say, K-Ray, we are extremely proud of you, my twin.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for hopping on. Appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all in a few weeks. I'll see y'all in a few weeks. All right. Thank y'all.
Next week.
Oh, that is next week. That is next week. Yep. All right, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
Y'all, where I'm at. Listen. That was one of them ones. Now, y'all got a minute. Y'all know how we do. We got 1 minute. I want to see some congratulations. I want to see some fires. If you want to drop a super chat, $1.99, $2.99, it does not matter. Drop a super chat for your girl. Next up, we have Alayna Yates that's going to Tarleton State. But we got a minute. I want to see some congratulations. I want to see some of everything in the chat. Let me see it. What we got. Can I get some congratulations? I saw a lot. Wish you the best of luck. Well deserved. Great feedback. Congratulations. We saw a lot of congratulations. Keep it going. And we are back. Next up, y'all, we got Alayna Yates, who is going to Tarleton State. Let me show y'all my girl. Hold on. Where we at? I saw a Let's Go Kyndall.
I did.
What is up? Was that the who was that running away from the screen? First of all,
That's my granny.
hey, Granny say, "Uh oh, let me get up out of here." How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
I'm feeling good.
Alayna, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Um, I'm Alayna. I'm a senior, and I go to Legacy, the School of Sports Sciences. I've been playing basketball since my freshman year, and I also play volleyball and do track occasionally.
Oh, not occasionally. Committed to Tarleton State. We
Yes.
started off with that. What made you choose? Somebody told me, "Hey, Granny, what made you choose Tarleton State?"
I feel like everybody's gonna say this, but like it really did feel like home.
Yeah.
No, like ever since my first interaction with Coach Mo, um, she contacted me, and it felt like it was personable. Like I
Mhm.
didn't have to hide who I was. It felt like I can just be open. And then Coach G also, she recruited me from a different school, from the Texas A&M Islanders. She recruited me from
Mhm.
that school. And when she moved to Tarleton, she also recruited me from Tarleton too. So it just felt like I was wanted, and
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
So okay, because I always say Tarleton State. Am I saying it wrong?
Tarleton State University.
So I can't. So it's not. So I say Tart. Okay, now I feel like I'm messing up. I say Tart.
I don't feel bad now because
I
I
say
still do
Tarleton. It's Tart. It's not Tarleton.
it's a
Tarleton
tongue
State.
twister.
Tarleton.
I feel like Sylvester the cat when I
Man,
say
because now I feel like I'm over here. I gotta call G when we get off here. So it's actually Say it one more time.
Tarleton.
Is
Tarleton.
it? Is that how you say it for real? I've never in my life. That's not how you say it, Alayna.
I don't know.
Y'all put it in the chat. Who's right, me or Alayna? I always say
I think
Tarleton
we should.
State. I gotta call G after this. Lord have mercy, Mom. Obviously, athlete has to be the one that play for the school, play under the coach. But y'all got a little say so in this, right? What made you feel comfortable and confident to say, yes, I'm sending my baby to Tarleton State?
Um, I saw Elena tell you she's awkward, so she doesn't like talking on the phone. She doesn't. So I hear her interactions with all of the mini calls she had with other coaches, and you can kind of tell when they're going through the motion, like what's your favorite color, where you're from, and she just answering and going through the motion. It didn't feel personable, but with G, there's a connection there
Yeah.
because I mean, not only that, her high school coach or the owner of her school used to play at Texas A&M, and
Okay.
she was also a coach at Texas A&M, where G played at. So, and prior to G even scouting her, she used to always tell Alayna, "You remind me of my player G, who's a coach." And it just happens that everything connected. And when G saw her play, G said the same thing, where she reminds her of, her when she played.
Uh
And I
huh.
always tell this story when we were in Ohio this year. Um, and it was a really big tournament. I think we were playing Seven Lakes,
Mm
Seven Lakes.
Keep going, keep going.
I would mess up a team name anyway. We were playing Special K's team. And the baseline is filled with
hmm.
every
Wait,
coach.
did you say Special K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What school did you just say she go to?
No, it's for AAU.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wait, what? Got you. Okay, okay. Got you.
The Vita circuit, yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we were playing their team this year
Mm-hmm.
in Ohio, and the baselines were filled with every single coach you can think of. Kim Oakley was there, Don Stanley, everybody you can think of, and and that was another thing why I love Tarleton, because they came to every single live tournament game she had.
Mm-hmm.
They gave her feedback every game, but that particular game, I'm looking, I can see her in a sea of all of the coaches, and I literally see her sitting like this, smiling, watching Alayna play. And Alayna was playing very well that game. And that warmed my heart. And I tell Alayna, I'm like, I know you're safe because I can tell she truly loves watching you play.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Alayna, you said you are multi-sport athlete. Basically, you play volleyball as well. How do you balance the two? Do you just play volleyball at school?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
only play. Um, at first, I did not balance it. I used to just try to do both the best I could until my body just started breaking down. I wasn't taking care of my body at all. And I realized that really wasn't for me. Like I had a slight tear in my ACL, not enough to where I need surgery, but like it did impact my game a lot to where I had to sit out and I still didn't want to sit out. I felt like I was needed for my team for both sports. So I just kept playing on a torn ACL and it was progressively getting worse. But after a while, I realized I had to take care of my body, start going to the weight room, start going with my trainers more, stretching on my own, eating right. I even went vegan for a while.
Wow. Nice, nice. Now, were you with? Did you only play with fam this year, your last year, or
This year and last summer.
so your last
So,
two summers was with fam?
Mm-hmm.
And you, I think I saw you were with. Who were you with before fam?
TNBA.
Say it again.
TNBA.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. Okay. So talk about like what made you make the switch from basically independent to Adidas.
So TNBA, I love the coaching. I really had a connection with my coach. Like the team just fell apart. Like everybody was on their ways. Um, it was just some stuff where it's like we couldn't control, like parents getting upset, a few people not satisfied with what they had. Like some people were unsigned seniors with no offers, and it wasn't getting better for them. And I understood why they left. So as the team fell apart, I was like, I tried to stay, like stick through it. Like we not want to switch AU teams throughout the whole time I've ever played AU. I've only played for 3 teams. So it
Wow.
was like really a hard decision to like leave. But I feel like I had to do what was better for me. And film had hit me up in the exact moment that I was thinking like, dang, like do I leave? Do I stay? But I even had to talk to my coaches, owner of my school, all of that. Like it was really a tough decision, but at the end of the day, I had to do what it was needed to do.
Cause loyalty
Yeah.
runs deep, in us, and I never wanted her. I always
Turn the
instilled in
camera
her.
just a little bit so your mom's in it. Just so, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, I said loyalty is very big to us, and I always instilled to her, you finish what you started. Like, and just because you're unhappy, don't switch teams, don't switch schools. Like, you, you don't want to be a quitter. So you finish what you started, and it took a long, hard decision to even to where, she stayed when the whole team left, and they built a team around her, and that just it didn't work out. We played a live period with them, and we had several coaches that came to that game, and they all pretty much said like, "You're a phenomenal player, but you need to switch teams."
Yes.
And it was one of those things where this team isn't a good fit for you, and we might, we like you, but we want to see you at a different level, and that's what really made us look at different teams, because prior to that, like you said, we only played for 3 other teams. We're not from Texas originally, so we just moved here in 2019 when COVID year. So the first team we played for, I call it a chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
So we didn't know, it was super cheap, just something to get her out the house. And Alayna has a different story, and I know she hates me selling this, but Alayna was overweight, so she lost over 100 pounds naturally through
Wow.
basketball. She just started her 8th grade year, we can say. Never picked up a ball, couldn't dribble, couldn't run, couldn't do anything. So she literally started from the ground up. So we just got on whatever team that we could at that moment, just to get her active. And we finished out that year, and that's when we went to TMBA once we saw some progression in her skill set. But once that team um, dissolved, then we start looking at the different caliber and realize it's levels to this AAU game, and we had to have that serious conversation of, is this something you truly want to do? Because I'm not wasting money and time. So
Right.
these teams are very expensive, and especially if it's a novelty. Because at this point, if you're doing this, if you're spending this money and setting this commitment, you want a scholarship out of it. So
And I think so. Okay, I get like definitely you want to stay loyal to a program, but and I had this conversation a lot with parents because it's tough, right? Like as you said, like these coaches are like, we like you, but at the end of the day, this ain't the right team for you. And I feel like there are a lot of parents like in that situation that they end up staying in programs that's not the best fit for them, but it's the best for the program. Like it helps the program, but it's not helping the kid. And I do think it's hard because like you said, you don't want to quit, you don't want to do these different things. But I do think it comes a time where it's like you have to do what's best for you, and I see it so many times where a lot of athletes think they gonna get recruited, they gonna get these coaches looking at them, they gonna get all of this, and you're playing on a team where coach don't know nothing about what's going on in this landscape. The other players on the team are not at the same level as you. You might be the best player, you scoring all the points, but at the end of the day, that does not matter. It don't matter. So it's like
yeah,
I do wish that more parents just kind of like really really vetted out like the team, really vetted out. And I'm glad that you had like some college coaches to literally tell you like, hey, we like your game, but we have to see you against better competition. We have to see you going against these players or playing with these players to actually, I mean, they're probably not telling y'all that, but to actually see like what can she actually do, right? And I think that's the case with a lot of athletes, and where a lot of athletes kind of fall short a little bit because they're not playing tougher competition. They're not playing with the tough competition. And these coaches are not in their gyms.
absolutely. And we
So,
know several girls like that where that was the same as that outcome, and unfortunately it didn't pan out. And you want the best for everybody. You want everybody to succeed. You want everybody to walk away with an offer. And I know Alayna, she cares about these girls, and I'm like,
yeah.
well, that sometimes that's just life. We can't take everybody with us, and you know these type of factors happen. Like you said, this is why you have to really vet a program that you're going to. Invest
What made you
time and money.
guys, oh, sorry.
No, you fine.
I was going to say, what made you guys choose FAM? What made that the right fit?
It was very competitive circuit. Like it was nothing like I've ever seen before. Like Coach L, she's a college coach at University of St. Thomas, and we played against her college girls. We practiced like our college girls to the point where my old AU team was probably once or twice a week. Her AAU practice was every single day, and it was parts where we had sessions where it was two a days,
On the weekends.
and it was just like I had no other choice but become besties with my teammates, become close with my teammates. Because it's the people I've seen more than I would even see my bed at times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's important, man. Like to build that relationship, to have that relationship, because you're gonna be on the road with these girls
Mm-hmm.
all summer long.
Yeah.
All summer long. Alayna, what would you say was the toughest part of your recruiting journey?
Um, I would say probably my mental part, like not knowing if like one day a coach would call and then like it would just go silent, and it would feel like yeah, I feel like I'm on top of the world, and then like I'll hear nothing, like crickets, like, and it really like at first I was really like, dang, like I thought we just had a meaningful conversation, just ghosted basically, and like it just Like I didn't really feel wanted at some of the schools. Like it just felt like I was another person, like another name to check off of the list.
Yeah, yeah. How did you balance that? Like, I guess, I would say like physically, like getting on the court and still proving yourself, and mentally, like how did you just balance the ups and downs? Kyndall actually talked about that before you, kind of the same situation. Like, how did you balance that?
I would say I just get on the court. Everything just clears my mind,
Yeah,
especially like how I play. I play very aggressive in your face. Like I'm gonna get my anger, my frustration, my sadness out some way.
yeah,
Like I'm somebody's gonna feel my something. Somebody's gonna
yeah,
feel it. Like and the people felt it. Like
yeah. Easy, easy. Mom, what advice would you give to other parents as they navigate this journey?
um, to have fun, and it's a business. You know, it's a business. Although we say have fun, but it's a business and it's a numbers game too. And I try to be as honest with her as well too, where at the end of the day, everybody end goal is the same: is to get an offer. In the perfect world, everybody would get an offer, but that just it doesn't happen that way. You have, especially when you're on a stacked team where you have so many girls who buy. A team only has so many slots available. And with the transfer portal, everything has changed. And I was telling her, just play your game wherever you're supposed to be at. That's where you're supposed to be at. Don't worry about all that other stuff. Don't take it personal, because at the end of the day, it's a business. Like yes, you want to get close to them. Yes, you want to be personal with them. But again, everybody everybody belongs where they're at. They're gonna fall where they're at. So just play your game, and whoever wants you, truly wants you, they'll make room for you, and that's where you'll go.
I love it. I love it. Alayna, what advice would you give to other athletes as they navigate their journey?
don't give up. Like I know it's hard sometimes. I know like the coaches sometimes can be inconsistent or the game is inconsistent. But like you just have to bet on yourself through it all. Perform your highest every time you step into a gym because you literally never know who's watching. You got to sit right on the bench because you never know who's watching.
I like it. You got 4 things before we get off. If you could describe your game in 3 words, what would it be?
Physical, aggressive, and a little mouthy.
I like it. Finish the sentence. Tarleton fans can expect me too.
Show out.
If you could send one message to your younger self, what would you tell yourself?
It was all worth it. At the end, your dreams gonna happen.
I like it. I like it. Last thing, what makes you different?
I would say I know how it feels to be at the bottom. I know how it feels to literally start at ground zero. I was 300 pounds and I worked it all off to be where I am today. And I know how it feels to be at the bottom, to to be on the bench, to be a starter, to be just another body on the court. But at the same time, it all was for a reason.
And we normally would end with that, but I didn't. We got to go back to this real quick before you get off. So okay, just playing basketball, you was able to lose the weight like that.
It was basketball. Then I trained on my own. I used to
So just
force my
working out, like literally
yeah.
just working out. Wow.
I tell you, she couldn't dribble, she couldn't run up the court, and it was moments where I had to be honest with her, because she would come back to me and complain, and I don't believe in coddling. Well, mom, the team's not, they're not, my teammates not giving me the ball. I'm like, well, they don't trust you with the ball. Like you got to be able to make the layup. So that's something you have to do on your own. So she worked on that. So when she finally set that milestone where, okay, now I can comfortably make a layup, she's playing now. Well, mom, they're not passing me the ball. I'm like, okay, well, now go get the ball. If they're not, go take it. And when she started realizing, like, okay, So they're shooting the ball. I'm like, 9 out of 10. If it doesn't go in, that's all you. Go get it.
Go get that
And that's
rebound. Yep.
put it back. And that's how, she got her stats up. That's mainly how she scored her points to the point where they didn't have a choice but to feed their big. I said, no matter what, you have multiple ways of eating and proving yourself. So nobody has to give you the ball. Go take it. Go take it, and you go get your point. But
I love that. I love it. Go get the rebound.
Go get it. And those are my exact words from she'll come back. I'm like, dry your face and go get it. Like, if you got to make them believe in you. And if nobody doesn't believe in yourself, and believe in you, believe in yourself, again, you gonna make it. And when you start averaging your double doubles, they can't help but to acknowledge it. Because you're getting your stats up. So based off of that, she started working. I'll come home, she's outside running around the apartment complex on her own. And, I had to ask her, I'm like, I can't want it more than you. How bad do you want it? So once she started seeing, like, okay, I'm getting real serious in this, people start taking me serious, or, she's starting to feel herself, you dropping the weight. So now she took it to the whole different level to where she changed her diet. She's like super strict, protein shakes, creatine. She weighing out her food. Like, this is all on her own.
Wow.
I'm on McDonald's and she got chicken breast, and I'm like, again, but that's willpower. And at a young age, if you demonstrated that, I'm like, that's a lot. That says a lot about you and your mindset too.
Absolutely. I love it. That's powerful, man. Shout out to you, Mom. Shout out to you, Alayna. Tarleton State got a good one. Excited for you. Good luck the rest of this season, and I look forward to connecting. I'm sure we're going to see each other around these streets sometime. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hopping on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Y'all, another good one. Like today, listen, we 2 for 2. All of them be good. I ain't gonna lie, all of them be good. But this one today, this whole Houston takeover, they doing it. They doing it. Yes. All right, y'all. We got 1 minute. Madison, I call her Madi. Madi Carlton is up next. Houston Sonny is up next. But y'all got a minute. I need to see some congrats in the chat. If y'all want to drop a super chat, $1.99, $2.99, it does not matter. I get excited for all super chats. Drop your girl a super chat. We got Madi up next. I see an amazing. What is up, Audrey? I'm coming in the building. I see some congrats in the chat. Purple heart in the chat. We got another congrats in the chat. Congratulations in the chat. We got one more. Our last one. Madi Carlton is up next. All right, we are back. As I just said, we got my girl Madi. Shout out to the super chat. I appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you, Audrey. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to Taylor Hicks, who is also a 2026 signee going to UC Davis. And we got What? Where did Maddie go? Am I tripping? Let me go back here. Let me go back here. I don't know where Maddie went. I thought she was just on this screen. I don't know where my girl went, y'all. Yes, absolutely most slept on. Most slept on. Let me see where my girl is at. They was just on here. Hold on, hold on. Where she go? Where she go? Where she go? I don't know where she at. We gonna get her back on here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely trying to give these kids a platform to be on. Hold on one second. It says that Maddie, can you hear me? I don't see you. Let's see. I want to give these kids a platform, one, to celebrate. At the end of the day, I do these series because there she go. I do these series because we talk about the athletes and the parents, what they should do, but then once they don't reach where they need to reach, let's bring them on and talk about the decision. Let the athletes give advice. Let the parents give some advice. There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I don't know what happened. I was like, where'd she go? I knew I seen you.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
I feel good.
Good.
It's been a hectic week with Thanksgiving and finding people in the store. So
It's people
it's been a lot.
everywhere. It's people
Yes.
everywhere. Madison, go ahead and introduce yourself as we get started.
Well, my name is Madison Carlton. I play at Seven Lakes. I've been on varsity for 4 years. I also started playing volleyball this year, so it was my first year on volleyball on varsity, and I've been on varsity all 4 years for track.
Got it. Committed or signed, actually.
Yes.
Signed to University of Houston. What
Yes.
made you choose Houston?
I chose Houston because I just feel like when they first called me, I instantly felt like a connection. I felt like everyone was kind of genuine, more personable, and I felt like I could be myself and not have like robot responses and like, oh, I'm a little nervous. But I just felt very connected towards everyone. And Coach Anthony, he's been recruiting me since middle school. Like he's been around a long time, so I just
Yeah,
felt comfortable like talking, being myself. So.
I like it. Mom, at the end of the day,
Okay.
it's up to, the athletes, one that has to play at the school, be there. But y'all got a little say-so in this. What made you feel comfortable and confident to say, Houston is where I'm sending my baby?
Well, I really love the coaching staff. So, Coach Mitchell, great coach and has a lot of great accolades that you could mention, but he's just a really great person. He went to several practices and he treats the players with respect. He coaches in a honest way, and I just really love the way that he treats the players, and he's still trying to get a result, but also being respectful of the girls. And then the rest of the staff is all women who have, except for Coach Anthony, who have all been successful playing and coaching. They've all played at a very high level. They've all coached at a high level, and they've all had winning seasons and turned programs around and been a part of some pretty special things. So I really love the staff. I think it's just the perfect fit for her.
Yeah, yeah. Maddie, and you kind of already answered this, but you talked about, how it made you feel. I know there were multiple schools recruiting you, multiple offers. What kind of gave Houston just like that edge to where like you knew like, yeah, this is really it.
I don't know. I think the first time Coach Mitchell called me, he just sounded like super excited, like not just another person he has to look at, another person that he's like, oh, I need somebody. Like felt very genuine at being like, I need this person. She has a valuable spot in my program. I kind of felt like wanted when I was on the phone or I was there in person. Like I just felt like I was meant to be there. So.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm coming says Houston got a steal. Shout out to that. Mom, you actually have a daughter, another daughter playing college basketball, playing at the University
Mhm.
of Texas. So you've kind of been through this with her, and then kind of going through this process again. What do you feel like was like different? Like, what did you learn from going through it the first time that you applied to this time?
Um, I think Madison and Justice were kind of on a different path. So
Mm-hmm.
Justice was one of the top 5 players in the country her
Mm-hmm.
entire career, the number 1 player in the state, her since the 8th grade. So her path was a little bit different. Madison's, I think we kind of learned from some things that we overlooked
Mm-hmm.
whenever it came to Justice, as far as like thinking that Justice was going to play and thinking that, thinking it was just going to be a smooth transition. And then sometimes coaches just don't play you for whatever reason. But I don't like
Yeah.
freshmen, or I don't like whatever it is. And then it's just something that she had to get through. But even during
Mm-hmm.
that adversity, I think the way that the coaches respond to that, or kind of treat you as a human being, was something that I really wanted to look at for Madison, where it's not something that you ever think is going to happen when all these coaches are just kind of praising
Mm-hmm.
everything that you do, and you're just the greatest player ever, and you're all these things. You
Yep.
just can't really see the flip side of them treating you in a way that it's like, I really thought she was going to be a really good fit in your program, and we came here, and that's just not the case. So I think for Madison, it made me kind of see what is how are the coaches going to treat you if maybe things aren't panning out the way that everyone thought, the coaches and her as a player.
Mm-hmm.
What is that going to look like? But more so the development piece for Madison. So she's always just been stuck on the block for her entire career because she's tall and because she can jump and she's a great defender and rebounder. So everybody just sticks her on the block, and she doesn't ever get to really showcase that she can handle the ball, that she can shoot from anywhere on the floor. And it doesn't really get to be in a place of leadership sometimes, just because a lot of teams are always really guard heavy,
Yeah.
and everybody wants the guards to score, and the guards are the stars and all of that type
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So um I think it's that aspect that Maddie can actually go to Houston and be exactly who she is, and they need that. And it's not, oh great, when you get here, we're going to stick you on the block and see if you can
Yeah.
battle it out against all these huge bigs in the Big 12. So that's what I love about it, that she's going to get developed there. They work on development every day in practice, and she's going to get to be exactly who she is.
Yeah. That's really good. Maddie, your mom's actually your coach, your high school coach.
Mhm. Yeah.
What would you say now? Now I know she's right here by you, but it's okay. What would you say
Right.
is the most challenging and rewarding part of having your mom coach you and help develop you?
I would say the most challenging part about her being my coach is I kind of take advantage that she's my coach a little bit. I ask my mom a lot of things, or instead of me saying coach, I yell out mom, or
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
me, yeah, like me being there and just like I I kind of use her more than what other kids would. I don't really use her as a coach. I would use her
Mm-hmm.
as like, oh, if I have a question, let me go ask my mom. Like I'm not using my
Mm.
coach as much as I should be. So I feel like that's a challenge for me. Like I'm just using her as like a mom and not necessarily a coach.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say like a plus side of her being my coach is she is my mom. Like I can take criticism from her. I can talk to her easily. She's able to understand like what I'm frustrated at and how I'm being frustrated, like how I can fix my attitude and what things I can fix without me being like, "Oh, my coach doesn't know anything," cuz like it's my mom. Like I feel like I would listen to my mom.
Yeah.
I feel like I would listen to my mom like more because she's been watching me from really young to now, and she knows what I can do and what I can't do and what is better for me. So I just feel like I'd be able to listen to her, be able to understand her more
Yeah, that's
if it
good.
made more sense.
Mom, same question. What's the most challenging
Yeah,
and
I
rewarding
love it
part?
because I've been here at this school for 4 years now, so I've been able to coach her all the way through, and then I've been a coach in the district forever, so I've had access to gym, so I've been taking my
Yeah.
kids, use the gym whenever we want and train with them, and now I don't have to be like one of those crazy parents in the bleachers yelling stuff out. I'm just right there like, yo, do this and that. So I love it. I mean, I we have a good relationship where um I think it's worked out well for us where it's I'm not being crazy or asking her to do something, but it also just lets me put those little tidbits in. I mean, just hey, do this, try this. This girl's only
Yeah.
doing this. It just gives me just that little, like I said, I don't have to be in the bleachers trying to yell stuff
Right.
out. I
That little
just get to say it and
edge.
tell her what to do, and it's like, all right, we got this.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Maddie, what would you say was the toughest part of your recruiting journey?
Um, I would say the the time. I had some schools calling me out of different like time zones.
Mm,
So having to have time to call them or like forgetting sometimes or not picking up or not being able to pick up because something popped up. I would definitely say time. It's hard to create connections with coaches who aren't really willing to be like, oh, well, if you don't make this time, like I don't have time ever. And they don't call you till 2 weeks later or they don't
mm,
ever respond to you. So I feel like time is really hard for me, especially because I'm in multiple sports trying to handle school, the sport, getting home, like taking care of myself, and then having to talk. And then sometimes I miss, and it's like, oh, well, okay. Like, time for me has always been a problem with the recruiting process, just trying to
yeah.
manage when I'm free, what times they can call, like, and managing around other calls that I need to answer on the same days or different days.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the
Mm-hmm.
toughest for me.
Yeah, you talked about multiple sports. How do you balance playing multiple sports while also trying
I
to
don't,
play at a high
I
level?
I have no idea. I think it's just I like playing all three of them, so it's just I find time within it. My coaches are very understanding of me playing all of my sports. Um so I've always had like, oh, I need to do this or I'll split this time, and they've been very like communicating with each other, like able to be like, it's okay if you go to this tournament, like can you make it to this practice or if you can go to
Yeah.
this. So they're very understanding of each other, which I'm very thankful for because
Yeah.
I love
Real
playing all three.
flexible.
Yes.
What do you let me see. Are you a jumper in track or a long
Maybe.
distance jumper?
I'm a jumper, yes.
I figured
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no
fast,
run.
but like not track fast. There's a difference between basketball fast and track fast.
So you're not doing no long distance. Like I feel like I could see you
No.
doing like the 400 or like the 800.
No,
No, we're
no,
not doing
no.
that.
Mm-mm. I mean, I practiced the 100, but I've never actually competed because those girls are quite fast. Like, I mean, I'm fast on the court, but track is completely different. Like, you have to be a different type of in shape to run as fast as they do.
Yeah. Y'all can have all. See, I
Yeah.
wanted to play. I wanted to when I was younger. I wanted to play volleyball, and my daddy wouldn't let
Mhm.
me because he was just like, no, just so. My mom was a volleyball player, volleyball coach.
Right.
My daddy was like, no, only basketball. And then when I got to high school, he was like, well, I want to do track too, but he just wanted to do
Mhm.
basketball. Then when I got to high school, he was like, okay, you could do track. And at that point, I'm like, nah, because I don't like running. I'll do it on
Right.
the court. I like you said, it's
I don't like
different.
being outside.
I don't want to be outside all day. And when I tell people I don't like running, they like, but you play basketball, and I'm like, that's
Right.
different. Like
Yeah.
running on the
It's
court
completely
and
different.
running on the
Yeah.
track, two different things.
Yeah.
Y'all got
It
it.
is. I don't know. I've grown to like track. I don't know. I personally like being outside, especially during track time. You start your tan a little bit. Sometimes it's cold when I get out there, so it's like in
Absolutely not.
between cold. So I don't know. I like it.
No, that's dope. That's dope. I couldn't do it. Mom.
She actually got third place her freshman year in the state. So she went
Oh
to state as a
wow.
freshman, got third. Yeah, she's pretty good at it. So it's been exciting to watch her do that.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
playing
good.
track has also helped me with basketball too. Like it's really helped strengthening my legs and being able to jump as high as I can, like on the court. Like it's helped me a lot. So.
And that's one thing that like parents will ask me all the time about like should they play multiple sports, should they not. I believe that you should play
Yeah.
multiple sports
Yeah.
because of that reason. I think that multiple sports help you in your sport. Like if you're doing other things, it's going to help you in your sport. And for me, sometimes it gives you a break. Like I think that kids need a break from something else. Like enjoy something else so that you can miss
Right.
basketball a little bit, so that you can come back
Yeah.
refreshed. So
Mhm.
I do like the fact that you
Yeah.
are playing multiple sports.
Yeah. I'm excited too. I think the same exact thing. Like playing multiple sports, they feel like they target different muscles. So I'm able to play the way I want in basketball, and run the way I want to because of basketball or track. Like, I don't know, and especially like having multiple different like weight coaches. I had one coach last year, he left, but he's a football coach. He's really into lifting and all the things and jumping and everything. So I feel like he really helped me come back into basketball, especially with my knee. I had problems with my knee for a little while, so he helped me come back. And I feel like over this last season I played for a club, I feel like I played the best I've ever played. So
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Mom, as I said, you've been through this process. You coach, no basketball, of course. AAU. At the end of the day, these parents, they need help trying to find the right AAU program. Don't know what questions to ask. What questions do you feel parents need to ask when they are trying to find the right AAU program?
Well, I think first parents need to decide what type of role you want. Well, even when you go to college too, it's just do you want to play for a winning program and play the role that they need you to play? Or do you want to go somewhere smaller and be the superstar and shoot all the balls and whatever, and maybe you're not winning as many games, or like you have to decide which path you're wanting to take, because Madison was not an option for her club team as far as scoring. And it was tough for a few years just because, you think, are we wasting our time? Is this developing her? Is this going to help her get into college? But, I mean, she's played her whole career with Isla McDowell, Aaliyah Chavez, Miara O'Neal, Anaya Foy, Bella Hines. I mean, so you're going to have coaches and people at your games all the time. And so it's, to me, that was the most important thing was, yeah, you can go throw a video together of your little highlight reel, but are you actively being watched by college coaches? Are there coaches sitting at the end of the court when you're playing? Because otherwise, what are we doing? Like, okay, you scored 30, but nobody was here to see that. And you're going to post it on Instagram and like, I mean, you might make some noise, but it's like, who are they playing? What does her team
Yep.
look like? Is she having to work with anybody? So to me, like for Justice and for Madison, we stuck with Cypher because of the winning program that they have there. And it's, to me, for Madison, it wasn't about scoring points. It was about showing coaches and yourself, this is what I can offer to a team full of superstars. This is what I'm doing. I'm blocking shots. I'm running the floor. I'm a great defender. I'm a rebounder. I'm not pouting about getting the ball. I'm not crying about not being an option. Like, this is how you learn to be a team player. Because when you go to college, all these little 30 and 40 point games you were having, that is not
Goes
going to happen in
away.
college. So what else? Okay, when somebody else is the main option or somebody else is the leading scorer, what are you bringing to the table? Like, what else do you have to offer? Great, scoring points. I mean, every kid in an AAU program can pretty much get some points, given the competition and whatever else. So to me, it's, you have to show teams, this is what else I can do. This is how I can play with superstar. You already got a star. Y'all already have 2 or 3 stars that y'all are playing through. Well, this is what I can do. I can, these are the things that I'm offering. So to me, that's the most important thing. Are you getting seen? Are you winning games? Are you playing top competition? Because all the rest of that, you know, it to me, it doesn't really matter. If you're not playing competition, but you're dropping 40, like, okay.
And it's
It
because,
doesn't hit
like,
the same.
right. And Alayna, the family before, even talked about that, like how she was doing really well, but she was on a team, an independent team that it was just different. And the coaches are like, hey, we need to see this against some tougher competition.
Right,
But
exactly.
I do want to add, though, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, she wasn't the main option, or she wasn't, the one who always got the ball, but you got minutes. And I think
Yeah.
that is the main thing, because a lot of parents will take that and think like, oh, I just got to go play. When I'm talking in Texas, but I just got to go play for a software, or I just got to go play for a pro skills, or I just got to go play for whatever circuit team. And it's like, at the end of the day, you still got to get on the court. Like, you
Yes.
still have to get
Yes.
on the court, right? Like, and I say this because, like I said, I go by what a lot of people ask me, and it's like, and I'm not even talking Texas. I'm talking any circuit program. It's like, yes, those are great. You're gonna get the eyes, but as you said, like, the thing with Maddie was like, And one, I don't want parents to skip over that she was on the floor. Like, she still got
Right.
valuable
True.
minutes.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wasn't a main option, was able to show her game in other ways, right? So it's like,
Right.
yes, like you said, at the end of the day, we're talking Cypher. This is a program that knows how to win. This is a program that got some of the top players in the country. College coaches understand that. So they know who she going up against in practice, right?
Right.
And then you get to this game and you on the floor, right? So I think that's very important. You got to get the
Yeah, because
minutes.
that's very true on the flip side with people who are like, oh well, I play for this team. Is like if
Yep.
you're not touching the court, now you're also wasting your time. So yeah, it's and that's something to be said too when you need a kid on the court who is not giving you points, but you're still starting and playing the entire game. Like to me, that's also a big deal too. Like, well, they still need me just to fill another role, and it could be easy to pout and get upset because you're not a scoring option, but a team with all kids on there that were McDonald's All Americans and all top 25 in the country, like that's a big deal to be on the court and needed on the court.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Maddie, what advice would you give to other athletes as they navigate this journey?
I would just say keep letting it like pan out. I've been through so many situations where I've wanted to quit. I didn't want to be there anymore. I didn't want to play at one point. But my mom, she's like, no, you need to sit there and wait through this. Like there's gonna be something. And me personally, I believe that if your kindness receives everything, like kindness always gets something back. So me being loyal to Cypher, me being kind to everybody, I believe that because I waited and because I was kind, I got to where I am now. So just feel like you need to wait, you need to pan out, stay kind, stay loyal. I feel like they need to come out for you. So just take your time. It's okay.
I love that. I love that. Mom, what advice would you give to other parents as they navigate this journey?
I think it's easy to say, well, this coach isn't doing this and this guy didn't do this and but sometimes you have to look at yourself and say, what are my deficiencies? What do I need to work on? There's got to be a reason why, I'm not doing XYZ or why things are not panning out for me. So you have to always look within first and make sure that your game is what you need to be. A lot of people want to jump into this AAU thing super young and whatever, but my kids, I didn't do that with my kids, and I still have two more to go, but we started late, and and they still, both of them still had a little bit of burnout. And so I just think it's important. Make sure your skills are your top priority. Can you shoot? Can you handle the ball? Are you strong enough? Are your mechanics right? Once all those things are right, then you can start looking at playing club basketball and getting into some games. But spending all that money and all the traveling and all of that stuff when your kid is in the fourth and fifth and younger grade, it's just, but the skills aren't there. You're just spending money at this point. So find the right team with the right fit where you're getting on the court and you're able to showcase the skill set that you have. Because, I mean, like we said earlier, it's not going to help to go be on any team and sit the bench. And
Absolutely.
it's not going to help to
Absolutely.
go be on a bad team and be the top scorer.
And be the
So you need to
yep.
find, a middle ground.
Yeah, that's good. This was good. This was good. Maddie, you got four things before we get off of here.
Okay.
If you could describe your
Got
game
you.
3 words, what would it be?
I would say calm, athletic, and determined.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Finish the sentence. Houston fans can expect me too.
Give my all.
If you could send one message to your younger self, what would you say to yourself?
I don't know. I feel like I give same to my advice. Stay kind, stay patient. Again, I've been through so many things, up and down. I just feel like my younger self definitely was just like, I don't want to play, I don't want to do this. Like, especially seeing my sister like grow up and be like the person she is. Like, I struggled a lot being like, oh well, I'll never be like that. Like, I'll never be like as good as her. So it's just like I held myself back a lot, and I just feel like now since I've been patient, I've been kind, I've been understanding. Um, it's just made me a better person.
I like that. I like that. We had one more, but I want to stay right there a little bit. I do because that's a real thing, right? Like I my older brother played at Texas Tech. And like for me, I mean obviously I played at Texas, but at a younger age, I used to kind of struggle with like, dang, my older brother is so good. Like he got all these offers, he got this. Like, what if I don't get the same thing, or what if it don't work out for me? Like, how would my mama and daddy feel? Like, I used to go through that. So like, I would love to just hear like from your side and mom's side, like, how was that? At the end of the day, mom, you said earlier, Justice was number one and in the state. She was McDonald All American. She was top, like she was this and that. And then it's like you got the younger daughter that's growing up, seeing all of that. Like, I'm gonna start with you, Madison. Like, how was that for you just dealing with that?
Um, I would definitely say recruiting process were different at a young age, like seeing 13, 12, like seeing my sister get all the letters, all the puzzles to put together, seeing her name, seeing schools be like, we want you. And every time running to the mail and seeing a new school be like, oh, like come to our camp, oh, do this, do that. Like it was definitely like, especially when we played for the same program, I was kind of like, like, why am I not getting that? Like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And yeah, especially all the training we've been through together, like we would be in the gym for hours, like six, I'm not gonna 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Six to 8 hours, like just shooting, training, working on post moves, all the things, like and I would always like I would just sit there and be like, why am I not getting this? Like why am I
Mm-hmm.
not getting the same treatment? Especially going like on recruiting trips, like um, I feel like I'd be like, well, I've never been to this, like, and I would essentially kind of be like, well, I need to have a photo shoot too with my sister, like, I have to because we're siblings, like,
Yeah.
and so I kind of felt like a little bit of jealousy, but like as I got older, like I have to realize that we're two different players. We're not the same people. We play differently. Other schools want different views and different looks in players.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I play more athletic and more. I feel like I can play flowy, like
Mm-hmm.
more kind of like calm and stuff. But my sister is more like strong. Like she can take someone down. She could be strong. She could finish strong. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'm more of like
Finesse.
outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
word. I can't. Yeah, like more like
Yeah.
outside. She's more of like powerhouse inside, like
Yeah.
pound people. So
I like it. I like
yeah.
it. Mom, how did you just deal with that? Balance the emotions of the two. Try not to get into that. Not you personally, but just like making sure there isn't any like comparison type between the two. Like, what was that like?
Well, that is tough because it's kind of a catch-22 where it is Justice was an example for all of her sisters that like this, you
Mm-hmm.
can do this. You all came from the same background. We all live in the same house. We're all doing the same thing. So this is something that you can do. And it's cool to see that, but at the same time, it was kind of like it just some of the incredible things that she was doing became very normal, right? So it was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, well, I want to be an All-American. Well, I want to be on Junior NBA. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. And it was like, I know like she's our sister and stuff, but like this is not normal. Like this is a really
Yeah.
big deal. And I when Madison was younger, I would try to explain to her what some of this stuff meant. And like there's only this many kids in the entire world that are getting this opportunity. And then, as Justice got older and got to be on the junior NBA, she was a mentee and got to travel and do stuff with them. And then, of course, her senior year at McDonald's, Jordan Brand, Chris Brickley, all, just all of these big time things. And it seems normal to us, like, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just go play here and do whatever. And sometimes you can lose how special that is because it's my kid, it's their sister, and but eh, I think Madison has learned to embrace like who she is as a player and know that like, hey, this is my lane, that was her lane, this is the type player I am. Madison is a little bit more emotional of a player. She'll get excited, she'll get upset, she'll get mad. Justice will play an entire game with the same face, and you'll never know if
Mm-hmm.
she got hype off of M1 or not. She's just very stoic, and Madison is just very different. She's an
Yeah.
emotional player. She plays a lot of sports. She gets bored very easily, so she's like her mind is kind of all over the place. And Justice is like, no, like I'm only playing basketball. So, it's just making sure that she knows that she's different and that she has her own special gifts and she has her own way that she's gonna take this journey, and she needs to embrace that for herself as well.
That's good. And that goes to the last thing. What makes you different?
I would say my, I don't know. um, I would say my goals. Um, I feel like not a lot of people's goals that I've known, are more of scoring and getting points and getting reels and oh I have this many schools offering me. Got my 40th offer, and I just feel like for me my goals are different. I don't really post my offers. I don't post my accolades as much as I people say I should be. I My goals are kind of doing all like the cleanup and dirty work, like rebounding, boxing out, really defending. Like I feel like defending has been my strongest side of basketball. I've never really had like the opportunity to create for myself or score, so my creating has just been cleaning up. So I feel like my goals are just I'm gonna get my points by helping my team out with your amazing shot selection. So I'll help you out with that. Get little rebounds, take charges if I need. Like so my
Yeah.
goals are I think those are different from everybody else. It's not so flashy goals. Not so oh I'm gonna get 40 today. Like okay, I'm good with 10 as long as I get
Yeah.
double.
I was gonna say I'm
Yeah.
good with a good 10 and 10.
Yes. Yes. As long as I get 10. So
I love it. I will say that you're gonna shine. You're gonna shine at Houston. As your mom said earlier, I mean, I think it's a perfect fit. And I genuinely think that you are a good kid, right? Like there's not a lot of just like good human beings. Like you
yes.
are a good human being, and as you said, like you've been talking about a lot. Be kind, be calm, be patient. Like, and I really do think that you embody like all of those things. And when somebody does that, their time is coming, right? Like your time.
That's what
And
I
at the end of
believe.
the day, it
Yes.
already has. Like at the end of the day, you have accomplished, a Division I scholarship, being able to play at a high level, at the highest level, and probably don't want the limelight, don't want all of that, but like your time is coming. Like keep being you, keep doing what you're doing, because those things at the end of the day, they don't go like they do sometimes get overlooked. Like the person that's cleaning up all the 30 shots that somebody done took, like getting all the rebounds, being in the right
Yes.
position, like getting boxing out, right? Getting the putbacks, diving on the floor, being coachable, understanding like all of that stuff goes into the game that a lot of people don't see because it's what you said is, oh, they score. Oh, I want to go score 20. I want to go score 30. I'm trying to make somebody fall. I'm trying to do this. I want to go viral. Like all those are the things that don't go viral, right? So
100%.
like keep doing it, keep doing you, keep shining. I'm excited. I'm excited to follow your journey. Mom, congrats to you at the end
Thank you.
of the day. Congrats to you. Raising raising your kids, right? To be great human beings. They've gotten the scholarships, they've gotten the offers, they're doing what they need to do. And even going through it with your oldest, right? Who's playing at the highest level, who might be at a different position or different spot that she was before she got there, like all the things, right? So congratulations to you for sticking through the adversity. Somebody said Madison fan. I've been creating fans all day. I feel like I saw some Kyndall Rae fans. We got some Madison fans.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all again. Like I said, I look forward to following y'all journey.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
No problem. All right, y'all.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Happy
Bye, y'all.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Listen, this one, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the Thanksgiving. Wait, before I do that, y'all know we got a minute. Let's see if we can get this to 25 likes. We got a minute. If you want to drop a super chat, drop a super chat for your girl. $1.99, $2.99. Audrey gave $2. Can we end with $5 today? Can we end with $5? Can we get a $3 super chat? 3 for 3 today. Listen, they did it. They did it today. Can we get this to 25 likes? Can we get $3 to make it a $5 day? A $5 day. Let me see some congrats. Oh, I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. I forgot to put some of the congrats up in here. My bad. I gotta scroll up. We are 2 likes away from 25. 2 likes away. 2 away from 25. Y'all, this was a good one. I really, really enjoyed this one. From the information to the confidence. Like, Madison, like, ended it with just, like, I don't know. It was just very, like, calm. Like, very, like, as she said, like, be kind. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I really, like, took that away. Just being kind, knowing that you gonna get yours at the end of the day. Girl, if you make that camera fall. Yeah, you wanna get in this camera? No. Okay, you better stop moving it, because you know I already moved it. But y'all, being kind, like, was the thing that I took away from Madison. Kyndall Rae, the confidence, like, I'm her. She said that so many times. I'm her. Confidence. Alayna, the wheel. Did y'all hear that she said she was 300 pounds? Am I tripping? Did she say 300? I think she said 300 pounds. And lost all that weight. Like, that's a level of, like, discipline, consistency. And that's what I love about these series. Like, I be asking them questions, but I love learning from them. Like, I feel like I take away something every single Wednesday. And I hope y'all take away something every single Wednesday. We are doing this every Wednesday. So I need you to turn on them notifications. I need you to subscribe to the channel, because we got a goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we are behind. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, we got $2. We got $1.99. Let me throw these super chats. We got 2. We got $1.99. We got another $1.99. Let me shout out to that. Yes, shout out to another super chat. I appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all. And we got our 25 likes. Look at y'all. I think this might be the most horns I done did. Okay, anyways. We did 4 of them things. But I appreciate y'all. Listen, every single Wednesday, turn on them notifications. Share this out with the people, because we behind it. Y'all know one thing about me. I am a competitor. If I say I'm going to do something, I likes to do it. We got to get this 5K. Listen, y'all showing out. Yes. Thank you. Hold on. I appreciate that. $19.99. Shout out to that. Thank you so much. And congratulations to y'all again. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all, we actually got a Thanksgiving live. We have a Thanksgiving live tomorrow. If you are in Texas, and even if you're not in Texas, you might know about the Hoop Fest. The Hoop Fest is the biggest, the baddest, the most entertaining event. And we going live talking about it, giving y'all a preview of some of the teams. We got the number 1 player in the country that's going to be here in Special K, and a lot of great talent. So tomorrow we will be talking about Hoop Fest, I think at 8 o'clock. So we're going to let y'all eat, have a good time. 8 o'clock. Come show some love on Thanksgiving. Come hang with us in the chat. Y'all know I like talking to y'all. I appreciate y'all that be engaging in the chat. Hoop Fest is definitely going to be crazy. Hoop Fest is going to be crazy for sure. Thank y'all again. Thank you, Audrey, for the super chat. Thank you. What is this? La and a little. I don't know if I said that right. La and a little. I think I said that wrong because it ain't 2 A's. It's only 1 A's. But thank you so much for the super chat. Getting to the money. I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. Y'all. Honestly, you don't want to come get in this camera. You over here talking. Shout out to that. Come get in this camera. You got to come around though. And shout out to the super chat. They can't see you. Then you ain't trying to get in the camera. Mama Roberts is going to be at Hoop Fest. Say what's up to the people, Isley. Come on.
Hi.
Say what's up to the people.
Hi.
Are you going to be a basketball player or no?
I'm thinking on it.
You thinking on it. Y'all, do y'all want Isley to play basketball? Let us know. She going to be a basketball player. She don't know it. If I told y'all earlier, Kyndall is actually my cousin. Kyndall Rae is my cousin. The Roberts family is still going strong. I'm excited to see her. Look, they telling you hi.
Hi.
I'm excited to see her at Lamar. What you know about basketball? What's the 5 positions? Do you know? Let me hear it.
Rebound.
I said, what's the 5 positions, y'all? This girl said rebound. Come on, give me the 5. Come on. You right, Audrey. Only if she want to. We ain't gonna do no forcing. Now tell me these 5 positions. Rebound. What else? What else? What we got? Rebound. Shoot.
Dunk.
Dunk. What else? I done put on spot. We got our 5 positions, y'all. Rebounding, shooting, and dunking. That's our 5 positions, right? Or that's our 3 positions.
3.
Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. I don't think she got it, y'all. But happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Hope you enjoy your family, your friends. Get you some good food. Relax. I'm trying not to do no work tomorrow. I know it ain't gonna happen, but I'm gonna try besides this live. Make sure y'all come back to the live, subscribe to the channel, help us get to these 5,000 subscribers. And if you want to shop for Black Friday, because it ain't nothing like no different merch. So if you want to shop for Black Friday, I got 15% off for y'all. Use code podcast to get 15%. It's www.itsjustdifferentapparel.com, and I got y'all right here. Thank you for staying to the very end. For that, I got a gift for you. You see I'm always indifferent, and you can be indifferent too. It's just differentapparel.com. Use code podcast to get 15% off. And if you did not like and subscribe, go ahead and do that.